name is Nathan Terabassi, and today my presentation is on conservation versus preservation and my ethical views of it. Conservation is the act that allows the human population to use the land that the government has set aside for it for its natural resources and goods. Conservation is more used than preservation because of its economic benefits. Since our government has the final say in whether land is preserved or conserved, then they will normally side with conservation strictly for the approach that yields more money. Preservation is where the earth and its community of life are untrammeled by man. With the method of preservation, the earth lives how it should, and natural phenomenon occurs, and can't be fathomed unless you actually witness it. I believe that preservation is the method that should be more used, not conservation. I believe it is a vegetation preservation. I'm not 100% sure. One of the topics we talked about in class is the Hetch Hetchy Valley. Hetch Hetchy Valley is located in the northwestern part of Yosemite National Park. In the early 1900s, this valley in the park was being scouted for the implication of a dam to create a water source for the city of San Francisco. John Muir is one of the most famous names in preservation. He opposed the damming of Hetch Hetchy and spoke out about it very, very loud. He also created the Sierra Club, which is still fighting for preservation of land today. The unfortunate result of Hetch Hetchy Valley was that the O'Shaughnessy Dam that was actually was created by Roosevelt was eventually carried out. The dam was only then used once because of a fire in San Francisco, and the beautiful land of Hetch Hetchy was destroyed for a simple one-time use of water supply. The true beauty and pure awe that the valley would bestow on the people is no longer. The problem with conservation. Even though conservation is perceived by many to be good for the environment, most of the time the land is conserved solely for the better of humans, not the better of the land. When that is done, it does not necessarily mean that the environment gets any benefits. Because conservation is sometimes manipulated by strictly economic corruption, we end up hurting the land that we are trying to conserve with the actions we take upon the land. One example is fracking. The consequences of conservation, because you're implementing so many foreign objects to this land, endemic species can be harmed and eventually become extinct. Indescribable experiences and lands are destroyed, such as Hetch Hetchy Valley. Genetic diversity is also hindered. With the implements of these dams, as an example, this allows animals to mate and create a less diverse universe. The plus side of preservation, when preserving land, you are doing it for the better of the land only. There is no economic corruption in preservation because there are slim to no benefits of economic growth. You're allowing the earth to live how it should, which means the earth is happy. And overall, pollution rates decrease because there's nothing that is able to pollute in a preserved area. And when you conserve, you have to bring in either equipment that will cause pollution or the equipment that you're putting into the land will cause pollution. How to help the cause? Online petitions are all over the internet, and you can start your own. Write letters to your representatives, senators, and government figures. Since you don't have the loudest voice in the matter, make the people who do have a voice speak up. And volunteer to clean up and restore public lands. Because if you can't preserve the land, then you might as well try and clean it up the best you can.